Morning. This is Professor Asif Iqbal Mullah. So in this session, we are going to discuss about second order low pass Butterworth filter. So in previous session, we discussed first order low pass Butterworth filter. So here we are going to discuss a second order low pass Butterworth filter. So second order low pass Butterworth filter is having a stop band response having a 40 dB per decade roll off. A first order low pass filter which we discussed in a previous session, that which is 40 dB per decade decrease in a stop band, that is after cutoff frequency. Since for a filter, ideally we know that ideally you see the frequency response ideally shown by the dotted line here. After cutoff frequency fh, any signal which is having frequency more than fh should not pass through the filter, and also we can say that the gain should soon after fh should reduce to 0, but practically this gain is not reduced to 0. After fh, this is slowly getting decrease after some frequency after fh. As it goes on, increase the frequency after fh at some frequency, the gain is completely reduced to 0. But soon after fh, it is not completely reduced to 0. So in a first order Butterworth filter, this reduction after fh is a 20 dB per decade, right? So it means that the decrease rate is slow in a first order filter. We need to increase this decrease rate so that as soon as after fh, the gain at the stop band should go to the 0. So therefore, to increase this reduction from 20 dB to 40 dB, we are using second order low pass Butterworth filter, right? So second order filters is a design from the first order filter itself, right? Only the thing is, here you can see in a figure, so one more extra RC network we are adding here, and remaining other things is keeps as it is, right? And this capacitor we are connecting to the output here, right? Okay, that is only changes we made in the second order filter. So you in a previous session you seen the circuit for first order low pass filter, which is having only one RC network. Here we have two RC network. So here we are using R2, R3, C2 and C3 as a two RC network, R2 with C2, R3 with C3, right? Okay, so let's we analyze this circuit here, right? So if you drive the equation for this second order filter, which is not given here, okay, so we will get the fh value, that is higher cutoff frequency value for the second order Butterworth filter is 1 divided by 2 pi root R2 into R3 into C2 C3. You can see here the equation 7.3, right? Further more, for the second order low pass Butterworth response, the voltage gain magnitude, the magnitude of voltage gain is given here, which is equal to AF divided by root of 1 plus F by FH raised to 4, right? Here only the difference between the magnitude gain of first order to second order is here F by FH powered by 4. There it is in first order it is powered by 2, it is square by the ratio of F by FH is squared there. Here it is powered by 4 in the denominator. Here you can see, right? So here we know that AF is 1 plus RF by R1, which is the gain of non-inverting amplifier which we use here, right? And F is the frequency of the applied input signal, and FH, we know that FH here given is 1 divided by 2 pi root of R2 into R3 into C2 into C3, right? So let's we see how we are designing this filter. To design this filter, right, here, so first we choose the value of high cutoff frequency FH. We need to choose the value of high cutoff frequency FH, as in a previous session also you seen for the first order low pass filter we are doing same thing. First we are selecting the FH, then here for second order low pass filter, first you here also you need to select the FH. Second, to simplify the design, what we are doing here, we are considering R2 is equal to R3, right? And we are taking C2 is equal to C3. So which we are assume here R2 equal to R3 equal to R, C2 equal to C3 equal to C, right? Right, and choosing the value of C usually less than or equal to 1 microfarad. So in after that, what we have to do, we have to calculate the value of R. R means here the value of R2 as well as R3, which is equal. So according to formula, if you replace here, you see in the FH, if you replace in the FH R2 and R3 as a R, C2 and C3 as a C, then R square here, C square here, root of R square C square, right? This square and root get cancels, so therefore FH is 1 divided by 2 pi R into C, right? So from this formula, FH is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi root of R into C, we can get R is equal to 1 divided by FH into C, right? Understood, right? So using this formula, we calculate the R value. After calculating the R value, finally what we are doing here, what we are doing here, we are selecting the gain AF, which is equal to 1.586. you need to fix this for second order low pass Butterworth filter. So this is the design criteria. So if you select this, the response of the Butterworth low pass filter is very good. So at transfer, due to the transfer response, right, we to get the proper filter response, we must make our gain, this is condition, we have to make our gain. So design condition, it is AF should be 1.5686. this is compulsory. So therefore to make the gain 1.586, right? So what we are doing, we need to select RF is equal to 0.586 R1. You can see RF is equal to 0.586 R1, if you want to make the gain 1.586 according to this formula. See, if you make Rf by R1 as a 0.586, then A1 plus 0.586 gives you the AF as a 1.586. Understood? Right? Similarly, hence, so usually we need to choose R1 is less than 100 kilo ohm. Right? Choose the R1 less than 100 kilo ohm. Then you calculate the RF using this equation. Right? Above, using this, we need to design our second order low pass filter. So let's we have an example here. So design a second order low pass filter at a high cutoff frequency of 1 kilohertz, right? And second one, we draw the frequency response for the network in a part A. So first we calculate, then we draw the frequency response, right? So how to design? So first, to design, we seen the steps how to design. To design, first we need to select FH, which is here FH given is 1 kilohertz, right? And we select the value of C, which is equal to C2 equal to C3 is 0.0047 microfarad. We need to select it, right? Then that is the value of C. So using this value of C, we have to calculate R. R is nothing but here R2 equal to R3 equal to 1 divided by 2 pi FHC. So we equate the value of FH here 1 kilo and C is 0.0047 microfarad here, right? So then by equating this, which we are doing here 2 pi, right? So value of FH is 1 kilo 10 raised to 3, and then value of C, which is 0.0047 microfarad, will give you the value of R, which is nothing but R2 equal to R3 equal to 33.86 kilo. So after that, since RF must be, yes, so the final condition in the design, RF must be RF equal to 0.586 R1. Let first select the R1 to value which always should be less than or equal to 100 kilo. Here it is selected 27 kilo ohm, which is a standard. Therefore, so RF is 0.586 into 27 kilo will give you 15.82 kilo ohm, right? So therefore, this is our design. Here R2 R3 is 33 kilo ohm, C2 C3 is a 0.00747 microfarad, like that. R1 27 kilo and RF is 15.8 kilo ohm, and you use a pot here because 15.8 kilo ohm is not a standard register value. So this design is given in this circuit. You see in this circuit, the R2 is 33, R3 is 33 kilo, then C2 and C3 both are 0.0047 microfarad, then R1 value 27 kilo, and then RF you select pot here of 20 kilo, and then you have to vary this pot to adjust 15.8 kilo, and this is our design. You need to draw this circuit after designing and put the values which you designed here. Like this you have to do in the while you are solving the problem, even in exam also, right? You design, draw the above circuit which we discussed, and put this value there, right? So in the second, the thing we need to solve is we need to draw the response. Here the frequency response is given, which is frequency F versus gain in dB, voltage gain in dB, right? So that for above problem values only we have to take, where the gain is AF equal to 1.586 and FH is 1 kilohertz, right? Using this values, right, for different value of F we need to calculate the gain, right? And same thing we convert it into dB using formula 20 log of V naught by V in 20 log of gain, right? So this is how we are doing. Here we are selecting the value of F from 10 to 10 hertz to 100 kilohertz, and for that we are calculating the gain in magnitude using this formula, which is equal to F divided by root of F by FH, right? For example, for a 10, when f is 10, use 10 here, fh is okay 1 kilo, right? Divide this 10 by 1 kilo and you take power of 4 that, then you add it to the 1 and take the root, right? And this value you divided by, means this value you keep here, and the you know the AF value 1.5686, then 1.586, and the calculated value for this you divide it, and you will get a V naught by V in as a 1.59 here. So you convert this into the dB using 20 log of 1.59 here, which will give you 4.01. Understood, right? Okay, so like that, same thing you do for 100, right? So use f as a 100 here, right? Equate 100, and fh is 1 kilo. 100 divided by 1 kilo, take power of 4, add it to 1 and take root, and then 1.586 put here and divide both. You will get again approximately 1.59. Same thing you will get in the dB 4.01. Similarly, you calculate it for 700, and then you calculate for f equal to fh at cutoff frequency. You see, you will get a magnitude 1.12, and which is in dB, that is 1 dB of magnitude gain you will get here, right? Similarly, for 3000 minus 15.13, 7000 you calculate, for 10,000, for here 100 kilohertz you calculate, right? So here also you can observe here very clearly, right? When you increase the frequency f after fh, which is from 3000 to 30,000, 10 times increase in from 3000 to 30,000. You see, observe 3000 to 30,000. For 3000 you will get a minus 15.13 as a gain in dB. For 30,000 you will get a minus 55.08 as a gain. You see the decrease in dB, right, from minus 15 to minus 55, that is minus 40 dB decrease, minus 40 dB decrease in gain when you increase the frequency f from 3000 to 30,000, that is 10 time increase, that is per decade. So increase in frequency for a decade will give you decrease in gain of minus 40 dB. So therefore minus 40 dB per decade, and it is also minus 12 dB per octave. That is, you seen in the first order filter, it is minus 6 dB per octave. Here it is doubled, minus 12 dB per octave. See, approximately here from 3000 to 7000, approximately you increase doubled here frequency, which is not exact. Doubled here frequency, increase in the decrease in gain is minus 15 dB to minus 29 dB, which is approximately nearby 12. It is here it is a minus 14 dB decrease, right? Since it is not exact doubled here, right? More than that, right? So here also little more than that it is decrease, approximately minus 12 here for approximately double the frequency here, right? You calculate for 6,000 here, and you see exactly means approximately 12 dB you will get decrease in gain, right? So same thing, whatever the values given in table is drawn here, right, for different value of frequency from 10 hertz to 100 kilohertz, right? For 10 hertz it is you see here approximately 4 dB, right? For 100 hertz it is also same 4 dB. For 300 it is approximately 4 dB, means 200. For you see this point, for 700 hertz it is approximately 3 dB. You see here approximately 3 dB, and for fh it is approximately 1 dB, right? And further, if you decrease from 3 see fh to, right, fh to 3000, 1000 to 2000, 1000 hertz to 3000, right? So decrease in gain is gain is minus 15, decrease in gain is minus, means decrease in gain is minus 15 dB, right? Further you increase from 3000 to 30,000 here, so 40 dB per decade it is reduced, right? So here we have to make a point according to the table, right? And the value of f which is given in y-axis here, and value of gain in dB given in x-axis, right? So if you have any doubt while solving this problem, you can contact me through my WhatsApp or by phone, right? Till then you take care, stay in home, be safe, bye.